This is the AH-64 Apache helicopter. It was developed after the Cobra helicopter in the 60s, so this came out in like early 80s, late 70s, and it's still in use. It's had a whole bunch of changes over the years to make it stronger and fly better. One of those is these turbine engines. They give no forward motion to it. They spin the rotors, and they give almost 3,000 horsepower out. It can carry all kinds of rockets and missiles. The gun, it's a 30 millimeter cannon, is actually hooked up to the pilot's headgear, and wherever he or she looks, that's where it shoots. So it rotates with his head in there or her head in there. There's actually two people in the crew. One's in the front and one's in the back, and they actually have separate sections in case one is killed, the other one can take over. Interesting thing, to avoid surface-to-air missiles, heat-seeking missiles, the exhaust from the turbines actually blows upward. You can see we put these angle upward. It actually blows upward into the rotor blast and then dissipates. That makes it more difficult for a heat-seeking missile to find it. Yeah, pretty simple plane. This thing up here is actually, as is this, there are two different ways to look at potential targets. And, there's infrared stuff, and there's, looking for movement and all that. This one's interesting in that what the helicopter's designed to do is, if this is a ridge, it can come up on the ridge and just put that above the ridge and keep the helicopter below the ridge or below a line of trees, so that it's looking at you right now with this, but you can't actually shoot at the helicopter.
Like a periscope.
Like a periscope. Yeah. But it's got a whole bunch of other things in there besides visual stuff. So anyway,
What about the
AH-64 landing gear, it actually flexes. You can see it actually flexes there.
Cool. What's the most complicated part of that build?
Most complicated part of this, I'm not that happy with this because it's really difficult to build. I only have certain canopies I can use, and this is a canopy that is the closest to what their canopy looks like. Theirs is a little bit more sloped in the front. And so getting the nose of this thing right was the most difficult. I'd be happier with a different canopy, but there just isn't one. So.
And what's this called again?
TAC Helicopter 64. It's made by Boeing. Its common name is the Apache.
And more importantly, what does your sweatshirt say?
There's something about dogs. I don't know.
Dogs make me happy. Humans make my head hurt.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for the last couple of weeks.
From my mother, your mother-in-law.
Okay.
Good job, Boo.
Thank you, Boo.